Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and this is my 6 months later review with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. Now, I know there were so many great devices, released last year of 2020, and still so many great phones being released this year of 2021. But still to this day of April 3rd at 12:36 p.m., I gotta be honest with you guys, with all the great phones that are still being released, the Galaxy Z Fold 2 still remains my favorite device out of all of those great devices that have been released up to this day. I absolutely love this phone. Now, I do gotta be honest with you guys. I don't use this on, a daily basis. I don't use it every day. And I have explained this in my original review with this device right here. I can't really use it every single day because of the type of work that I do. It's kind of a heavy labor job. I'm always outside doing work that could possibly damage my phone. It's not gonna be nice to this phone, the type of work that I do. That's why I don't really risk, taking it to work with me every single day. I did one time, and that day that I decided to take this to work, it was just so windy. There was sand blowing everywhere, getting sand on the inside display. Thankfully, I did have that screen protector on at that time. I currently don't have it on. I actually took it off in front of camera, and surprisingly, it's actually held up very well. I don't have any micro scratching going on or anything like that. The display still looks like it is in great condition, still responds very well, still feels really good when using the device. So I don't regret taking off that, pre-installed screen protector one bit. It still looks absolutely beautiful. Yes, that crease is still there. It's always going to be there. I'm sure, in future foldable devices, Samsung will find a way to get rid of that crease. But yeah, this still remains my favorite device after 6 months, and all these other great devices that I've had, the privilege of using. I still love this phone right here. Still been running like a beast. I have no problems with performance. It's been getting the updates, to keep it up to date and keep it running good. The cameras are still good. Yeah, they're not the best, compared to something like my Galaxy S21 Ultra. I mean, the cameras on this, device right here are boss. You cannot go wrong with the cameras on the Galaxy S21 Ultra, but that doesn't mean that the cameras on this device are bad. They're going to get you, good quality photos. You're gonna get some, good quality video, even though they're, it's not the best out of other devices, like I said, but when you're not, comparing it to other devices, putting them side by side or anything like that, you can't really tell that, you have other cameras that are better than these ones. The cameras are going to do a good enough job to get you those photos that you want to get. Yeah, you don't have that, super zoom lens on this device or anything like that, but you do have, your regular telephoto lens, you have your main lens, wide angle lens. Like I said, you're gonna get some great shots with either one of those. And then again, when it comes to video, you're gonna be able to get some good video as well. So I don't have any complaints, with the cameras on this device. They've been working out perfectly fine for me. And if, it's a picture that I want to look really good, then I'll just pull out my Galaxy S21 Ultra. But you're not buying this device for the cameras. The cameras, they're just a plus. You're gonna get some good cameras with this foldable device. The reason you're gonna buy this is because, it's not only a phone, but you can also use it as a tablet. So it's not just a phone, it's also a tablet, which is one thing I absolutely love about this device. I've been loving the big screen when it comes to gaming. I mean, you cannot go wrong when gaming on this phone. Just having this big display, it's like a little TV in your hand. Gaming has been very enjoyable on this device. And not only that, but just watching content, whether it be YouTube videos, Disney Plus, Netflix, whatever it is that you watch on your phone, you can't go wrong with watching it on this display right here. I mean, Samsung makes the best displays in the game. I say this every single time. Samsung makes the best displays in the game. I mean, the colors just pop. They're nice and vibrant. Everything just looks so crisp and clear on this display. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. And if you're someone who's into multitasking, you like doing, multiple things on your device, hey, boom, this is the device for you. You can do so much on this phone. You want to watch YouTube and be able to write down notes at the exact same time, you can do that. You want to watch maybe Disney Plus or Netflix or again another YouTube video and be able to search Amazon or go through the Play Store, go through your emails. You can literally do like 3 things at the same time or even more if you throw up a pop-up window over those things, which you don't need to be doing that many things on your phone, but the fact that it's there is just super cool. One of the main things that I love about this phone is how many heads it turns. I love showing this thing off. I'll be honest with you guys. That's one of the things I love about this device, whether it's family or friends or just even out in public. If I'm out at the store, I pull this thing out, I open it up, heads are automatically turning. People want to know what phone is in my hand. They're constantly asking me, is that the Samsung foldable device? Literally, I am not kidding you guys. every single time I go out and I decide to pull out this phone, maybe I'm waiting in line at the store or anything like that, if I pull this phone out, I open it up, I literally get someone that turns to me and say, hey, is that foldable phone, that folding phone from Samsung? I'm like, yeah, check it out. I go ahead and, fold it for them a couple times. They're amazed. And yeah, so when it comes to recommending this phone, because I get this question a lot, asking if I recommend this phone, if it really comes down to pretty much how you live your lifestyle, I would say. If you're living, a dangerous life, you're always outdoors, maybe hiking, rock climbing, or whatever it is, you could possibly damage your phone. I know my buddy Gregos from Gregos TV, he's been releasing videos about how he damaged his phone. He basically slipped, I believe he said he slipped and fell. The phone was in his hands, it dropped, and I think one of the sides of his screen pretty much broke. So he's been waiting to get it fixed. And so all it takes is basically a little slip on the floor as well. And for you to drop your phone, you can possibly break this. Now, I did drop this twice pretty good. And honestly, I'm really surprised of how well it held up. I mean, yeah, I got this case on it right here. This is a speaking case, I believe. I'll throw links down. And I also have other cases that I use from Rinky as well. I'll have links down in the description below in case you want to, pick one up for yourself, or a screen protector for the front from Whitestone Dome, which works really good as well. I'll have all those links down in the description below. But I'm surprised how well it's actually held up over these past 6 months. Yeah, I know I said I don't use it every single day, but I do use it every single weekend. And even when I get home from work, I'll pull this phone out and start using it. It's just, during the day when I'm at work is when I don't have this device. So I don't use it every single day, all day long. But like I said, when I get home from work, I am using this phone, pulling it out. I just enjoying the heck out of it. I absolutely love this device. And I am really surprised with how well this phone has held up over this past 6 months. Because honestly, I have been waiting for something bad to happen to this device, some kind of damage, or just for that inside display just to stop working, or just for something to happen. And surprisingly, it's been holding up well. Knock on wood. I hope I'm not jinxing myself here and I go, break it after I'm done shooting this video. But I have been enjoying this phone. Performance has been great. Haven't had any issues with performance at all. Still been running as if it's brand new. Battery life it's okay, just like I said in my previous video that I did about the battery on this device. It's not gonna get you into the next day, but it does get me through the majority of my day. So I don't really have to worry about throwing it on the charger, throughout the day. But once we start getting into the night, I'm not gonna make it super, super late into the night. I will have to throw it on the charger if I do wanna make it later into the night and then possibly the next day. But it's getting me through the majority of my day, which, was to be expected, because I mean, you need to power this big display running 120 hertz at full resolution. So it is going to eat up quite a bit of battery, especially if you're doing a lot of multitasking and, just watching a lot of content, or maybe doing a lot of gaming on this phone. Yeah, it's gonna eat up the battery, but for the most part, the battery does, get you through the majority of the day, at least for me with my experience. That's what we're talking about here. My experience with this device right here. Like I said, I've been enjoying it. Yeah, it's not the perfect phone. Of course, no phone is perfect. And there's only room for improvements here. I mean, it's already a great device. So really curious to see what Samsung's gonna do, with the next upcoming Fold. Super excited for that. Really, really curious to see what's gonna happen with that. This phone is currently, the price actually just dropped. I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago. The price just dropped on this phone, so it's now going for $1799.99, so around 1,800 bucks for this device, which I think is a great deal, especially if you have something to trade in. You can get this for pretty much as a Galaxy S21 Ultra if you do have a good trade-in. So yeah, I can definitely recommend this device. I think I kind of skipped that question when I asked it a little while ago, but like I said, depending on your lifestyle, this is kind of, like a luxury item. But if you're into multitasking, you're someone who uses maybe your phone for business, you got a lot going on, this is definitely perfect for that. Or if you just want something cool to show off, hey, this is the phone to get right here. I mean, you don't see a lot of phones that can do this, that go to a phone, into a tablet, back to a phone, back to a tablet, back to a phone. I mean, I can literally just sit here and fold and unfold this thing all day long. It is still that enjoyable and that satisfying. So over this past 6 months, just to kind of keep this video short, this phone has definitely been treating me right. I do not regret my purchase with this phone at all one bit. It still remains my favorite device out of all the phones that have been released up to this day. Like I said, April 3rd, now 12:46 p.m. Still loving this phone. It's still a great looking device. You know, like I said, it's held up well, but it doesn't look like it's an outdated device. I mean, how can it? It's a folding device. You don't see this every single day, but aside from the folding part, it still doesn't look outdated. I mean, it looks beautiful, especially in the Mystic Bronze color that I have here. I know I have a case on it right now, but once I take the case off, I mean, the phone is just a lot slimmer without the case. Feels good in the hands, especially when you're just using that front display. I mean, one-handed usage is so easy on this because of how narrow it is. Yeah, it's a little tall, so I don't have the biggest hands, so I kind of have to reach up there if I'm, want to slide down the notification bar or anything like that. But this front display makes one-handed usage so much easier. And then of course, when you want to go bigger, boom, you open it up like that, and then you'll have to use two hands, or you can just kind of use one to kind of scroll back and forth or whatever it is like that, or tap on whatever's down here on the right corner or left corner if you're left-handed. But overall, 6 months later, keep it short again. I know I'm just rambling on right now. Still loving this device. Absolutely love it. I can absolutely recommend it, especially for the price that it is going for right now. Get it, use a good trade-in, get this device, and then when the new one comes out, you can use this as your trade-in for that one as well. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. I know there's probably something that I forgot to talk about when it comes to this device. This is just all, based off of my experience, my thoughts on this, 6 months later. Been absolutely loving it. Like I said, it's not the perfect device yet. Could use some work here and there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some, better cameras on this device. I also wouldn't mind an SD card slot, which we don't have. And I also wouldn't mind a headphone jack. I know the headphone jack's dead. Yeah, I know, they've been taking it out, on so many devices now. You haven't seen it in a while, except for some of the cheaper devices. But, I wouldn't mind seeing that on this device. And the speakers are amazing. I don't think I changed the speakers. I mean, they can only get better from here. They sound really, really good, especially when watching content, or if you're just listening to music, you have the phone there, you're not gonna be disappointed with the speakers on this device. They get loud and they sound really, really good, but can definitely recommend, like I said, especially if you can get a good trade-in deal on this device. I'll leave a link down in the description below, so you can go check one out for yourself. If you do find yourself interested, like I said, pick one up for yourself, see how you like it. I think you have, 2 weeks before the return date now. Not too long ago, they had a 100-day buy and try. You can buy this, and you have 100 days to, return it if you don't end up liking it. But I believe that deal is now done. I hope you guys were able to take advantage of that deal because I did talk about it on the channel. If not, still take advantage of the new pricing of this device. And let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you do have one for yourself, how's it been treating you over these past 6 months since it's been released? I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments. You guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come, because I am going to be having tons of future videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching again. This is Josh Quinones. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.